Hey everybody, this is Dr. Lassane, and I'm doing a screencast for LSSL 5360, which is the children's literature class. And I wanted to review one of the assignments, in this case the textbook assignment, just to give you a little bit more detail to add some commentary to what's already here. As you can see, I'm at the LiveBinder site for this course. You can always come here and find additional information. It's one of the reasons I like using LiveBinders. I'm able to give you much more detailed instructions here than I can at something like Blackboard. So when in doubt, come over here. I'm looking at the textbook assignment subtab right now, and I want to kind of review the requirements of this with you, hopefully to answer questions in advance. Let's look at it that way. So you're going to be using two resources for the textbook assignments. One of the resources is the e-textbook for the course. You have been given a link to the Google Doc, which is the e-textbook. It is free and it is online. The other is a series of videos that Dr. Karen Perry and I made for our YouTube channel, Professors Providing Professional Development. So I've broken it down into 5 assignments. And for each of the 5 assignments, you're going to tell me these 4 things. What do you already know about the topic? So coming in, some of you will know more about some of these topics than others. Some of you will have more experience with picture books or with traditional literature. For some of you, a lot of this will be new. It really doesn't matter. What I want to know is, what did you know coming into the assignment? Then, after you read the particular chapter, what did you learn after you completed reading that chapter? So talk about the facts, talk about the concepts, things that surprised you, things that you didn't know before. What do you think you still need to learn? Are there things here, not here I should say, that would be helpful to know? If so, what are they? Since this is the first time we're using this textbook, Dr. Perry and I want to see if we have any gaps. We think we've given you the information you need, but in some cases you might have something to tell us where we go, of course, that would be a great thing to add. And then also tell us, how will you share this information with others? It's important not only that you know about children's literature, but that you reach out to your colleagues. If you're in the library, we hope that you will teach other teachers, but even if you're a classroom teacher still, this is something to share with others. We know that lots of folks are graduating from undergraduate programs with no courses in children's literature. That means that by your taking this class, you will have a great deeper wealth of knowledge about the topic. So this might look familiar to any of you who used KWL with students. Those are the first 3 things there. What do you know? What did you learn? And what do you still need to learn? You can complete the assignment using your own approach. And I've given you some examples here. You could use a traditional chart. And if you want to see what a traditional chart would look like, just simply go online and do some research. Look at KWL charts. You can even create your own. You might elect to write a more formal kind of essay approach for each of the particular assignments. That's up to you. It still works well. You could use Prezi, Padlet, S'more, or some other web-based app. And if you know others, certainly feel free to try to use those too. I think the possibilities are limitless. But remember that you have to upload these 5 assignments to your blog, or at least provide a link to your blog. And bear in mind that many of these might be really good artifacts to use in your MLS portfolio down the road. So if you're going to put things in a Google Doc, then you can certainly provide a link there. If you're going to do a S'more, it would be possible, I think, to do the link there for Padlet as well. Just make sure that it can be put on the blog and that I can access it. So here we go. Textbook assignment number 1. Read the introduction and the chapters on awards, literary elements, and why we share literature with children. I want to pause here just for a moment to tell you that most of the chapters, quote unquote chapters, in this online textbook are 1, 2, or 3 pages long. They're not very lengthy at all. So don't worry about the reading load here. A lot of them contain links to other websites that will give you the kind of information you need. So instead of us lecturing at you in these chapters, we're just trying to provide you with excellent resources that you will need for this. Textbook assignment number 2 asks you to look at picture books and traditional literature. Again, fairly short chapters. Textbook assignment number 3, poetry, realistic fiction, science fiction, and fantasy. And textbook assignment number 4, nonfiction, historical fiction, and graphic novels. Notice that what you have mixed in here are genres like science fiction and fantasy, but you also have forms and formats, graphic novels, poetry, picture books. So these aren't all about genres in children's literature. They're about form and format as well. The final textbook assignment says to be sure to go out and view the following videos: Building a Community of Readers, Evaluating Nonfiction, Genres and Formats, Evaluating Picture Books, and Why We Share Literature with Kids. They're all at the Professors Providing Professional Development site on YouTube. So for each of these assignments, you're going to either write a reflection, you're going to create a chart, use Smore, Padlet, Prezi. The choice is up to you, but you'll have 5 of these assignments. You can do them in any order that you like. You can use a mixture of different applications to do these assignments. There are no strict rules about any of them. The only thing that I need to make sure that you do is right up here at the very top, these elements right here. What do you know? What have you learned? What do you still need to know? And how will you share this information with others? If you follow these steps, then you will be successful at completing the textbook assignments. Just one final note here. If you go to due dates, you'll see that these textbook assignments are due at different times. So textbook assignment number 1, September 17th, number 2, October 1st, number 3, October 15th, number 4, October 29th, number 5, November 12th, with the final blog assignments being due November 26th. I do want to collect these along the way. I don't want to wait until the very end of the semester to make sure that you have done these assignments. I know that we all have a tendency to procrastinate, and so to kind of forestall any of that, to make sure that you complete this assignment successfully, I've set some due dates in place already. I hope that you enjoy doing this assignment, and if you have any questions, please be sure to contact me.